Now we are going to discuss about Bayes theorem. This Bayes theorem, before going to discuss about this, is invented in 1763. Invented by Bayes. See, what do you mean by Bayes theorem is, this is the father name is called the posterior probability. What do you mean by posterior probability? If you know the priori probability, from the certain calculations, you have to find out the posterior probability. This is invented by Bayes. So this is called the Bayes theorem. Okay, before we already discussed that conditional probability. You studied in your UG conditional probability for 2 events and 3 events and the multiplication rule. You have to recall. So I will first of all statement is, if the events, we are extending this multiplication rule for n events for n events. If the events a1, a2 satisfies the assumptions of the theorem of absolute probability that P of B is greater than 0, then only you can prove that. Which is for n events, we have probability of A suffix I given B, that is equal to probability of AI into probability of B given I equal to probability of B given AI. That I ranges from 1 to n. In that divided by probability of A1 into probability of B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability of B given A2 plus probability of this extended up to n events. Okay. By first we have to define using the conditional probability for the 2 events. By this definition, probability of A intersection B equal to probability of A given B, that is equal to probability of B given A into P of A. Then P of AB, otherwise probability of B given A into P of A. So this is defined for the only 2 events using the definition of the conditional probability. You let it as first equation. Then we are extending this to n events. A equal, therefore we are replacing in the instead of A equal to A. That is equal to P of AI, B equal to P of B given AI into P of A. That is equal to second equation. So we are introducing for the absolute probabilities, we are associating for the each events P of B, that is equal to multiplication for rule using the first event P of A1 into P of B given A1 plus P of A2 into P of B given A2. It will be extended up to n events. This is the equation number 3.